Okay, well, I got the head down here. I'm not going to obsess about it too much right now because I got a lot more to do. And I'm going to go ahead and start with some of the other aspects of this creature. Now, I'm recommending that for your process that you actually consider making this character out of shapes. If we were to cut this character out of black paper and just cut out the little negative shapes for his underbelly here, um, we could actually build this out of just separate pieces of paper and paste them together. And that's the approach I'm going to recommend, and I'll show you a good reason for that later. So let's start off with his body here, and I'm going to go ahead and trace out his body. And watch this, I'm going to go through his head. Oh no! And because I'm using a black and white illustration, um, that part of it will be ignored. And I'm just creating this area right here. And then I'll go and I'll make this into a solid color again. And this time I'll make it black as well. And if I want, I can just kind of move that down and I can change its transparency to at the same time. If I want to change them both at the same time so they're exact same value, I should be able to do it together if I hold down shift and click both of these. So they'll build up a little bit together here. So I got that shape. Before I obsess too much, I'm just going to go ahead and grab some of the other shapes here. I'll do a leg next. And imagine, again, just kind of cutting this out of black paper. And I'm going to have to figure out something for the toes. So I'll just kind of make up something right here, extending the toes. Whoa, look at that big old thumb, and it's pronounced knuckle there. And I'll come around, moving up to the shin, to the knee, and then back into the groin. And there's this right leg for him. Again, I'll set it to black. If I hold down space, I can move the document around. I'm not moving the whole image, I'm just moving that part of the document. So if I want to go and add on to this mask, I want to make sure that I'm in the mask portion of the layer, and then I'll flip my background color to be black. Oops, and I'll delete. That's not what I want. I want to make sure that I'm on white, and that way I can add to it. So whatever's white is on will be showing the color here of the foreground fill color. And whatever's black is transparent. It's off. And this is a key concept for all of computer graphics. It's the notion that black is represented by 0, and then any value above that is going to be positive. Okay, so let me go ahead and, oops. And it keeps on warning me that I can't do this on that special layer, so I got to watch that warning message. All right, I got that worked out. And let's go ahead and do this part of the limb. And I'm just rushing through this real quick. And I don't like how I didn't quite get that tendon down. So if I hold down Option or Alt on the keyboard, I actually can subtract from my selection. Let's see if I subtract from this side right here. That's pretty cool. And then I need to add here, so I'm just going to go ahead and add some more fingers there. Let's see if I go ahead and subtract just a little bit to get a little bit more of a cup in there. I need to go back and refine this one, but let's go ahead and make that new solid color. I'll make that black. And again, I can grab all these layers just holding down Shift. I grab them all at the same time, and I can change their transparency level at the same time. So at this point, you may be getting a bunch of layers. It might be in your best interest just to label these. Head, just to make it easier to work with. Body, and I got 2 legs here, so I'm going to have to distinguish them together from apart. So I'll just say right leg, and I'm abbreviating that, and I'll call this left leg, and that's good. And now we're going to keep on moving up, holding down the space bar, the big giant space bar on the keyboard, and I'm going to try to get this tail in. Oh boy, it's a big one. So let's try this here. I'm going to go ahead and taking my pen, we're having this shape. Not perfect. I can fix it later. And there's my selection. It gets a little thin here. I'll just hold down Shift. Notice how the icon changes to a little plus sign. And I'll add on to this selection. And then, maybe I'll just add on a little bit here. Let's see if there's anything else I want to add on to. Right around here, it gets a little bit fluffier. Maybe a little bit here. A little bit here. Missed it. Try again. Okay. So that looks pretty tailish. That's pretty cool. And I'll go ahead and make this into a solid color fill as well. And just to kind of repeat that step, just in case you folks are getting lost on that, I click this little half circle shape and I do solid color. And then it prompts me for what color I want to pick. I want black in this case. And now I have my tail. And the only thing that I'm going to go double click here on the layer name and I'll just label it tail. And I think the only thing I'm missing here is the arms. Now, even though I have the body here, I kind of want to keep it separate. So I'm going to do the little arm here. And I'll show you why in our next video. Let me just quickly grab these little fingers. And I'll scoot back. And I'm just kind of roughly approximating what I want. I got a little extra flange here. I'll cut that off. And let's go make that a solid color, black. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab this arm. And I'm going to have to make up this part a little bit. And it's okay that it's being overlapped. I'll just order it together correctly. So this is his left arm. And then this is his right arm. Screen-wise, they may be reversed, but I want to put the right arm in front of the body. I'm okay with that. And I want to tuck the left arm behind the body. So let's see what happens if this all works. So I should be able to tuck that behind that body. So let's go ahead and take a look at them all together. There he is. I'll turn this off. We're getting a good start, and I'm going to be ready to clean this feller up. Okay, so now we got all our parts, and the next video is going to be really cool. I'm going to talk a little bit about clip masks, and it will really show you the value of this approach where you're itemizing each one of the appendages here, each little body part. So it'll be cool.